Cece and welcome to a weekly vlog. So I'm hoping I can work on getting back to weekly vlogging. I stopped for a while because I was doing Harry Potter vlogs and it sort of overwhelmed me to be planning different vlogs at the same time. Like, my brain isn't currently capable of that level of multitasking, but currently I'm taking a break from rereading Harry Potter, and I thought this would be a fun time to vlog since it's, you know, getting settled in our new place and all that kind of stuff. I've been doing some stuff in the past week that, like, I filmed a little bit, but not enough to be a full weekly vlog, so I'm gonna kind of walk you through and show you some clips of stuff that I did last week and this weekend. So last Tuesday, I went and met the author of one of my favorite books of all time. I met Gabby Rivera, author of Juliet Takes a Breath. I didn't film anything official with my camera, but I did get some clips of Gabby reading portions of Juliet Takes a Breath at the event, so here are those.
I'm writing to you because this book of yours, this like magical labia manifesto, it's kind of become my Bible. Now, it's definitely a reading from the book of white lady feminism. And yet, there were moments where like I saw my round brown ass in your words and I didn't know why there wasn't more of that, Harlow. More representation, more acknowledgement, more room to breathe the same air.
That was a super huge deal for me. It was amazing to meet Gabby and to tell her how much Juliet Takes a Breath means to me, how it's one of my favorite books ever, and I got an additional copy signed so that I can give it away to a queer teen of color, and I'm working on finding someone to send that to, but I had it signed and not personalized specifically for that use. But I did get my copy signed and personalized, and it makes me very, very happy to have that. And then 2 days ago on Saturday, I did a couple of really cool things. I went to the Half Price Books warehouse sale, which was super cool. It's an event that Half Price Books does every now and then where you kind of just have to go and dig through a ton of books at their warehouse, but you get a tote bag when you walk in and you fill that tote bag, and however much you can fit inside, you pay a $25 flat fee for when you leave. So Brian and I filled up an entire tote bag and carefully packed it. I got a ton of new books, a bunch of like adult hardcovers, which on their own are usually $25. So even if I just gotten like 3 adult fiction hardcovers, it would have been worth it. But I got a lot more than that. And then after that, we drove to Mill Geek Comics, and I met Seanan McGuire, the absolutely incredible Seanan McGuire, author of the Wayward Children series. Yeah, it was amazing. That morning, I'd actually received a bunch of book mail, and I got an arc of the newest book in the series, Come Tumbling Down, just being released in January, and I had her sign that as well. And it was really, really incredible to meet Seanan and to now have one of my favorite series signed. It's been a wild week for me as far as meeting authors. I think that's been one of the most exciting things about moving to Washington State is that I've been able to go to so many bookish events already, and I get to go to more bookish events. If you are a Washington State resident, there is an event at Third Place Books in Seward Park, I believe, and it is the Penguin Teen Game Night, which is super, super exciting. It is an event that's happening on October 17th. It is a game night featuring Rosaria Munda, Tochi Onyebuchi, and Natalie C. Parker. And I am going to be at that event. So if you are interested in going to an event in Seattle, meeting some Penguin Teen authors, doing a game night, maybe consider coming along. I think it's going to be super fun. I'll be there. It'll be great. And Leigh Bardugo is going to be here in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna go meet her. Oh my god, I'm dying. Basically what I'm sitting here doing is we rearranged this living room 2 days ago, we did this big live show, Brian and I, where we moved around our living room and answered questions. And now there's this cute little desk work area over by a window, and I've just set up my laptop over here, and I'm hoping to do some work today. I'm gonna work on editing a couple of my videos, doing some stuff for Patreon, communicating with a client, and yeah, that's Monday. I'm very excited. Oh, and tonight we are doing the second discussion for Wilder Girls in my Caravan group chat. I am hosting a reading group for the patron chosen book every single month. This month my patrons chose Wilder Girls by Rory Power. So Caravan, that group is, anyone can join it. The link should be down in the description below. And we are going to be discussing to the halfway point of Wilder Girls. So I'm looking forward to that at 6 as well. And yeah, that is the beginning of my week.
Making tacos, making steak tacos.
Make some steak and we put it in a taco. Hi, I got a bunch of work done today. Yay. And now we are in the kitchen. And we're gonna make some steak tacos. Because we have some steak and we have some taco seasoning and tortillas, which are the things we need to work on steak tacos.
You did it.
I totally did it. Someone asked when we were doing our live show if we ever cook food. This will be how we prove that we cook.
Proof.
Proof that we cook.
Haha, take that.
Hello, I look kind of disgusting, but I've been working all day, so that's what's happening. I have been working on editing stuff for a client, but we are getting to the conclusion of stuff that I need to get done today. So, been working on that basically all day. I woke up and got out of bed a little bit earlier than I usually do today, to make sure that I could get this whole thing done. I turned on the camera, by the way, and every animal started coming over to see what I was doing. Hi, Leia. Are you gonna walk on my laptop again? Please don't do that. But it is Wednesday. I didn't vlog at all on Tuesday. Yesterday, I didn't do that much. I was working on my own video stuff. So I got a video edited and uploaded to patrons, and I sent out important patron emails and wrote up important patron posts. So, like, that was stuff that's been going on for the last couple of days. And last night we didn't cook anything fancy. We did leftovers and, like, frozen taquitos. It was not a fancy time. I also finished a book. I don't have it with me. I finished reading Blanca y Roja last night, and it was really good. I don't think I liked it as much as I liked Anna Marie McLemore's first book that I read, Wild Beauty, but I still really loved it. I thought it was a beautiful retelling. And one that I definitely want to include in, like, a future retellings recommendation video. I think what endeared me to it most was just, like, passionate love between sisters. Two sisters who absolutely would die for one another, and the description of that was done so incredibly well. Like, I just loved it. I loved that so, so much. I started reading a new book. It's pretty quick. It's called Life is Wonderful, People Are Terrific by Melissa Beniales, which I am already almost done with. You can see, like, it's gonna take me another 20 minutes to finish reading this. This is about a queer Chicana in Santa Cruz and San Francisco. She's going to college, she's stripping on the weekends, she's hanging out in the punk scene, and it's set in the 90s, so it's also about her discovering, like, riot girls and feminism and exploring her queer identity at this time period. And it's absolutely wild. Nothing could have prepared me for how wild this book is. It's just, like, it's so interesting. There's such a distinction between traditionally published novels and novels that aren't traditionally published, in that the ones that aren't traditionally published can just kind of do whatever they want, and that freedom is so intriguing to me. It's why I still reach for books like this, because you wind up with stories that are unlike anything else. This has been wild. There's a lot of drinking, a lot of doing drugs, a lot of sex, a lot of a main character being super messy, but I've been enjoying it so far. Cora, can you hear me updating? There she is. She could hear me filming. Yes, yes, yes. But I am just going to wrap up doing stuff for the client that I am working with today, and then hopefully I can finish reading this book and make some dinner. That's the plan for the rest of the evening. Oh, and showering. That would be nice too. It's half an hour past midnight, so obviously Brian and I are testing how funny jokes are that our phones tell, because I have an iPhone and he has
An Android.
an Android.
Okay, Google. What is a funny joke for adults?
Here's a joke for grown-ups. Why did the adult cross the road? The sidewalk was about to end, and it's just not safe to walk on an exposed shoulder, no matter how much reflective gear you're wearing.
Why the chicken sound?
Siri, tell me your favorite joke.
I don't like to play favorites.
Ah!
Bitch!
Okay, Google. Tell me a funny joke for adults.
Grown-up joke coming up. What did one adult say to the other? Wah 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 wah, wah 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 wah. At least, that's what Charlie Brown told me.
What's the funniest joke in the world?
I have a good idea for a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it.
Boo. Boo. Okay, Google. Tell me a dirty joke.
Okay, this joke's pretty dirty. Did you hear about the new high-tech broom? It's sweeping the nation.
No. What's a good dirty joke?
Sorry, I don't know any dirty jokes in your language. And if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell them to you.
What? Is your phone, like, locked? Okay, Google. Tell me a good dad joke.
What award-winning film has great hot dogs? Chicago.
See? See?
Here,
Google's
here,
better.
here. Tell me a knock-knock joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Nana.
Nana who?
Nana got business. Ha ha. Would you like another one?
Yes!
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Danielle.
Danielle who?
Danielle at me. I heard you the first time. Ha ha.
Ha ha.
I love that she laughs. Which is better at jokes? Android or iPhone? You decide.
It's Android.
But who's better at knock-knock jokes?
That's fair.
I still don't have my room set up yet, so I still don't have my bedside lamp, which means this is the best lighting that you're gonna get. Also, it's so dark the camera won't like autofocus on me, so hopefully this is in focus. I've done what I can. Finished reading Life is Wonderful, People Are Terrific by Melissa Banales, which I liked. I think I wound up giving this like a 3.5 star. It's just wild. It's one of the most wild books I've ever read, but I haven't read a ton of books about like riot girl culture in the 90s. Riot girl was like feminism. It was a particular type of feminism. And so this was kind of delving into that, but it was also talking about Chicana feminism, queer culture in the 90s, especially in the San Francisco, Santa Cruz area, and it had a main character who's a stripper, so it was also pretty sex positive. Like, the main character never really disparages the fact that she is a stripper. She's very positive about that, and whether or not she's stripping, there's always the option to return to it. So I liked that about it. It is one of the weirder books I've ever read in my life. Like, I think I posted an update on Twitter that that was like, this book had a lot more fisting and kinky sex with homeless people than expected. And like, yeah, those two things are both true. There are multiple sex clubs that the main character goes to. This also has some pretty intense trigger warnings for drug abuse, alcohol abuse, sexual assault, attempted suicide. So it's like a heavy book, but it's also a funny one. I don't know. I recommend it as an experience and as a look at queer Chicana culture in California in the 90s. Like, for that alone, it's an interesting and worthwhile read. At this point, I'm going against my TBR. Leia's scratching, so you're gonna hear that in the background. I'm going against my TBR to finish reading Tarnished Are the Stars by Rosie Thor. One of the goals that I recently set for myself is to not end the year with any of the books that are on my currently reading shelf right now still on that shelf, and I started reading this back in June, so I really want to finish this. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And that's the plan for today. You guys want to see something adorable? This is Leia's favorite toy, and she plays fetch. Ready? Thank you. Oh. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Ready? There you go. Can you hear my coffee cooking? Yeah, that's what it looks like behind me. We're working on it. We're working on unpacking. Last night, Brian took a bunch of our Funko Pops out of the cardboard boxes and just, stacked them in this bookshelf in the back of the room so that we would have less full cardboard boxes to deal with. So I'll show you, but I have something specific I want to point out. So here's the shelf right now. There's one thing I want to talk about. Can we talk about how big this 10-inch Green Goblin is? It's huge. It's so big when compared to the other Funko Pops. That's all I wanted to point out. I'm going to drink my coffee, and then I'm going to, while I'm drinking the coffee, plan a video I need to film, and then today I'm going to film. That's the plan for today. I also need to edit something for a client. I'm going to do that later this evening because I have some stuff I need to get through so I can get it up to patrons, so I can get it up onto my channel, and for one particular video so that I can get it up to a sponsor, because I have a Skillshare video that I need to film and upload and send to Skillshare. So that is the plan for Thursday. Tomorrow, hopefully, I am seeing Kaylee and Kirsten. They're visiting from New York. If you don't know Kaylee and Kirsten, you should. I'll leave both of their YouTube channels linked below. They're absolutely lovely, and they're in Washington State visiting, so hopefully I'm going to be seeing them tomorrow. Yeah, that's the plan. Do you guys want to see something really cute? It's not me. It's a cat that I'm gonna show you. Come here. Okay. Want it? Paw. No. Paw. Good paw. Usually she does it a lot faster than that, but she shakes every time she gets food. Well, you have officially reached the end of this weekly vlog. Congrats. It was probably all over the place. We didn't do a ton on Saturday, so I didn't really vlog. We've eaten leftovers and watched movies that we've seen before, basically. So, that was kind of our week. That was kind of my week. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for watching. I hope that you tune in to future weekly vlogs. Let me know how your week has been. Let me know how the end of September has been for you. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!